Yo, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing once again another Creating New Football Kits episode. This time we're doing it on the first Swiss team in this series. We're doing it on Gallen. Is it Sint? I'm gonna look it up before I go any further in this video. Gallen. I don't know if that's correct. That's just the first video with pronunciation that I found. But I'm actually pretty happy that we're actually doing this team because I think everybody knows the team, but it isn't like the most well-known team, if you understand what I'm saying. And I find that lovely. I really like that. So I'm trying to do a lot of different things today. I'm trying to get as many good shirts as possible because I think this could be a really underrated club. So I started off with the green kit because as you all know, the green kits is something that they always do. But they do quite often use white as well in their shirts. They have used a white home kit with green stripes before, but I didn't really want to go down that route. But I did want to go down the route of a green shirt with white stripes, and I thought about making it fade out again, having a pattern on top of it. Made it work a little bit, but it didn't really fit as well as I thought it would. Then I found out that they did actually use a diagonal stripe across the shirt a while back, and I quite like that shirt that they've used then. So we're gonna use that in this shirt. And very quickly before we move on, if you want your team to be done in this series, just leave a comment down below and address your favorite team. If I have done them already in the series, I'll just tell you in the comments below and I'll just give you a link to the video. It doesn't really matter if you haven't seen it before because we have done 69 episodes already on the series, which is insane to me. And there's still like 3 or 4 episodes at least coming, which I'm really excited about. But back to the kit itself. I actually went for a white stripe with black, with 2 black stripes near the ending of the white stripe, and I think it works out really well. I think this looks really nice. I then decided to also use the black coloring into the collar and the sleeve cuffs, and that's basically how we ended up with the kit itself. And now if we go down to the socks, I added the exact same thing down there, added a bit of a bigger border around the numbers on the back, and that's how we ended up with this home kit. And I really like this home kit. I really like it. I like the pattern that we used. I always like it when a shirt has a diagonal stripe. I love it. Now the away kit. The away kit is something that I really wanted to try something with stripes. I was thinking Barcelona. I was thinking Barcelona vibes. Away kit, Barca vibes. But I thought, well, I can, but don't think it's gonna work really. And when I say Barcelona away kit vibes, I mean like the 2010 away kit vibes, but just with different colors. And after adding a border to the logo, basically it didn't really work out that well. I don't really like it when stripes don't really go across the shoulder. The home kit can actually be an example of that. I would have liked it a bit more if I would have done it a bit further, but I don't really think it matters that much with the home kit. I do think it matters with this kit because it's a white kit and it's like it brings a lot of attention to the 2 stripes underneath the club emblem. And yeah, it just needs to have something. It needs to end somewhere where you can't see it ending, basically. Yeah, after changing a lot of the colors on the kit itself, I just decided that I wasn't gonna do the Barcelona 2010 away kit vibe. So I did actually change the socks, and I think this looks fine, but I wanted to do something more than just this. But then I still kind of had the question, what do I do with this shirt? And then I thought, I was going with Barcelona away kit vibes. What if I just go with Barcelona home kit vibes? And I think this could go really well, but it didn't really go well at first because look at this. I find this, it just kind of looks weird. Like, I think it's too dark, basically. I think it's a bit too much of the black coloring, which, you know, I really like a black kit, but having green and white as well, it just looked weird in my opinion. I then added the pattern that we used for the home kit uh, onto the stripes, the white part of the stripes, and I think this looks fire. I think this looks really nice. I just felt like it was a bit weird, so I kind of changed the number of stripes to make it look what I wanted. Like, I thought these 4 stripes with the pattern instead of the 3 stripes with the pattern looked a lot better. So I kind of kept it at that. I then made the shorts white again because I thought it looked better. And that's it basically. That's how we ended up with the away kit. And I quite like it. I still really like the pattern that we used here, because I don't think I've ever used it before. It's basic, yes, but at the same time it's something different. You don't really see a kit like that often. Now, on to the favorite part of me. What, the favorite part of me? My favorite part of most of these videos, it's the third kit. It's just the third kit I can always just go insane with. I can just design whatever the fuck I want, because a third kit doesn't really necessarily mean anything to a football club. You can just say, well, this kit is a new version of a kit that you made 50 years ago. You can also just say, well, I just want this cool shirt to happen. And I basically said, I want this cool shirt to happen. So I made a black kit. I wanted to use dragons for this shirt. I don't really know why. I just had a feeling that I should use dragons for the shirt. So I used the dragon pattern that I've only used once before in the Wrexham episode. And I think this is gorgeous. I love this look of this. I just really, really like it. I then added some sock foldovers, added the white highlights, but it still kind of felt like something was missing. Didn't really know what though. So after looking out a bit, I just decided, well, let's just add one color in the middle of the white parts, and it just looks really good in my opinion. I really, really like this shirt. I think it's really nice. So, yeah, that's how we ended up with the third kit. And like I said, I really like it. I think it's really good. It's one of the easier designable ones, but it's great. So, if you haven't been on my channel before, what we do at the end of every single episode in this series is basically we do a little bit of a ranking. And I just rank the shirts that I made in the episode from the one that I like the least to the one that I like the most. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now, this time was pretty easy to predict for third place. And I'll be honest, I feel kind of bad because I did spend a lot of time on it. But the third place is definitely the away kit. It's just not as good as the others. It is just not as good. It's fine, I guess. It isn't really bad. It also isn't really good. So I wouldn't have put it anywhere higher. It was definitely, like, it was almost immediately known that this was going to be last place in the video. But I could have definitely done better. And second place was genuinely really hard to say, but I have put the home kit in second place. I think this kit is really clean. I really like it. I genuinely think this and first place are really close together, points wise in my opinion, like the way at which I like them. But I couldn't put number one at second place. I really like this shirt, but it just isn't good enough to compete with first place. And first place was the kit we just designed. It's the third kit. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's really simple and really easy to make, but that doesn't mean that it isn't great. That's gonna be it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Please let me know what teams I should do next in the series, because I already have 3 teams that I already have to do in the series. So let me know what teams I should do as well. So I only have one thing left to say, and that is goodbye.